How are you doing, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. Today we are going to check out that village that's quite close to us and see what we can salvage from it, because yeah, we need to get a smeltery going at some point. And normally 9 times out of 10 they do have them, so that's something we want to be definitely checking out. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to see if I've got enough wood to make ourselves a crafting station. I'm trying to think of what it's called. We're going to take I don't know, 16 quarter of a stack of you, and let's get it on it. Let's go. So last episode, actually, before we go, last episode I was trying to cook this flour. So you can't actually cook the flour, but you can make the bread. But if you cook the bread, you can make toast, and if you make toast, 2 toasts together makes a toast sandwich, which makes kind of sense, I guess, but a bit of a bland sandwich, if you want me to be honest, if it's just toast. But nonetheless, we've made something a little bit better than what we normally eat, which is pretty cool. So what we're doing today is we're going to make sure that we can try and salvage whatever we need from the local village and any surroundings. I'm going to kind of use this episode to do that. So I'm looking for specifics that are off the island that we could bring to the island, so like things that will benefit the island. There's lots of ores here, which is good. I'm not going to go collect the ores because I'm not really ore hunting right now. So yeah, we're going to kind of just hunt things down. As you can see, there's some clay here. Clay's always good, always welcome with clay. Clay's going to be a big part in the near future, sort of thing. We need to make a coke oven at some point, and this is one of the prime ingredients to that recipe, along with sand. Sand's another one. But I try not to, take too much of the terrain out to the point where it looks extremely unnatural, if that makes any sense. I just take minimum. If it starts looking like I'm taking chunks out of it, yeah, it's gonna bug me. Right, so if we go this way, I believe it's this way, and I'm just gonna keep an eye out on certain things. So that's one thing I forgot to make. I was gonna bring some shears. I was gonna make some shears, but I totally forgot. I'm gonna pick up that bone. So we've got plenty of sheep over here, which is pretty cool. Are you aggroed? No. Okay. So we've got a village here, which is good. So we're just loading up these fresh chunks. And it looks quite big, if you want me to be honest. These are those garden things I was on about last episode. Gourd garden. So we're going to have a little bit of a nose around here. So that's a witchery hut, if I believe I'm correct. No deal. So we're just going to have a look, see what they got on offer, because we want to make sure that we are totally I think we might have that, but we'll take it anyway. Take that and take that and take that. I think that's just a normal book, right? Yep. So we take all those books, we get all the books. Oh my god. So we'll take you, take you, take you, take you, take all the books and some of the torn pages. I don't know what they're for. Might have to sacrifice some of these books. That's a Tharmonomicon. That's pretty cool. Might take some of these item frames, but I'm not sure. Can always make them later on. It's not exactly expensive. So let's have a look at some of the crops they've got, because it's always going to be handy to have crops. Can always take some wheat, just to make sure that we've got a little bit of food with us. Do we need the books? Books are always good. I mean, we've got 2 already, so might as well. So we need to just try and gain as much as we can from this place. Unfortunately for us, they don't get angry when we... there's a smeltery up there. Cool. So wait. That's what we need. What are you shooting at? There's a baby zombie down there. Okay, so we're going to take this for sure. So I'm going to take this. Be right back. Seems like they got one of these Tinker's Construct little huts. So we can see what's in here. Anything good? Knife blade? Blade? No. No. Nothing we really need, I guess. Wool, we could always do with some of this wool. And that sounds stupid, but because we didn't bring the shears, this might be really handy right now. Just bear with me on this. What's quicker? Ah, that's a lot quicker. Okay, so let's grab you. And do we have a crafting station? We do. Oh, crikey. Okay, I'm going to use mine then. Probably don't need the seeds. And then what we're going to do is just quickly make ourselves one of these. So we need 4 carpets. Oh, got to do that. Okay. And hopefully we should have enough to make a sleeping bag. So that will enable us now to sleep whenever. We don't have to necessarily go back before it gets dark, which is always good. And there's a creeper down there, just made me jump. So I'm going to carry on looking around. When I find something else, I'll be right with you. Okay, it seems like it's got 2 blacksmiths, and it's now night time. So what we want to do is right click with our sleeping bag. Allows us to sleep anywhere rather than just a bed. Unfortunately though, if we die, I think we go back to the spawn point because we have no set spawn. Hopefully, in this blacksmith, we are going to have, hopefully, fingers crossed, a bucket. Please. I don't know. I haven't been in here. Or at least I can't remember. So, you've got a durability 1 pickaxe, which is pants. Dark steel, which is, I think, quite good. Engineer's blueprint, I'm not sure. I'll come back if I know. That's welcome, and that's not really, it's not great, but it's not bad either. So what I'm going to do actually is take some of this. I'm actually going to dump that bone. Probably dump the wall as well, because we don't actually need that. Dump the stick, dump the dirt, and I'm going to dump the flint as well. So let's go and check the other blacksmith. Okay, so I'm in the other blacksmith. Let's open it up, and I mean, it's good and all, but it's not what I need a bucket, really. Buckets are quite hard to get hold of early game in the expert mode of this pack. So, but no problem. Let's carry on a search, see what else we've got. Now, if I'm correct, these towers here have loot chest. It's a guard tower, so let's just check it out, see what we've got. Okay, guards are all in here doing nothing. Iron helmet, durability, okay. Yep, we're going to put the iron helmet on. That's not bad. Don't really need a bow, so I'm not really fussed about that. Probably going to save some invent space by making that into planks. And I'm probably going to put the gravel away as well. Don't need the gravel. But yeah, okay, moving on. Okay, now because I've copied this map and I know for a fact there's no deserts around, especially not close, I'm actually going to go in here. I saw this, and what you do is break, because deserts are few and far between, rather than go and find in the desert for cactus, we're just going to take this cactus and have done with it. And if we break that, we can actually get into the chest. Oh, apples are welcome, I guess. Mutundis, that is, I'll come back for that if I need it, but I don't really 100% need it. Don't need the clay pot. So yeah, the reason being is that cactus is actually essential, especially on this seed. I know there's a couple of other villages, but I can't remember exactly where. I know roughly they're kind of that way, and maybe that way. But yeah, so I know where I'm going next. I'm going over there. But first, we're going to check out this other Tinker's Construct kind of deal going on. Hello, sir. You got a mask on. You look weird. No deal. Okay, what we got in here? Slime pickaxe head. Nothing really great. Spectacular. Anything else hiding around here? What's that? Flint sword blade. Signs. Obsidian pan. Okay, nothing really I particularly want right now. Oh yeah, there's one last place I'm going to check. Is in this kind of, it's like a little mini castle. In the tower, and the highest point, there's a chest that's quite secret. So we're going to bash straight in here anyway. We're going to cut a corner. We're going to go right up, and there should be a chest up here. Not 100% sure. There we go. Oh, hello. That's not too bad. So we're going to do that. Put that on. Do that. Put that on. So we've got some form of armor. It's free, so might as well take it. Worst case scenario is we can melt it down. It's not a problem. Anything I want to ditch? Yeah, seeds. We've got steel axes, which are pretty cool. I wonder if we can melt this down for steel. That'd be interesting. Because I don't want the steel axes. I know steel is a very, very kind of demand. It's something that's actually very highly demanded. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. This expert mode demands steel a lot. That's what I'm trying to get at. So right, let's go over there. Now recently I've been actually studying, not so much studying, I think that's a bit of a strong word, but I've been kind of messing around with the food, like the crops and stuff. Now this is one of these AgroCraft kind of buildings, and they've got loads of random crops in it. And one that gets my attention straight away is this netherwort. So if I was to take the netherwort, for example, and we could probably use it to our advantage, so that we don't have to go into the nether at the moment. Where's the other one go? Did I not pick it up? They're not stacking. Okay, random. Okay, so what I can do is I can always come back. It's not too far away, and I can start picking up some of this stuff. But netherwort is definitely on the cards, but that seems to be different IDs. So they are two different like things. So I'm just gonna put. Oh, you can't. Why can't you do that then? Are you a crossbreed? You must be a crossbreed or something then. Okay, maybe you can't then. Maybe you can. Maybe they are a crossbreed of another plant, I think. Might have to get into that as well. So, right, I'm going to head back with some of my goodies and be right back. Okay, so I'm back at base, and yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a kip. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start placing the smeltery somewhere. So somewhere where we can use. I was thinking maybe here, but the trouble is I've got all my gumph there. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it inside this place. Where can I put it? I'm going to need you for food. Desperate times. Oh, they just keep dropping heads. I've got loads of heads now. Wow, I've got about 3. So, where should I put the smeltery? I wonder. I could put it anywhere really, to be fair. I don't know, I don't really want to bung it there. I'll have a think, 2 secs. So I've decided I'm actually going to plonk it inside the little hidey hole that we've got going on here. And I'm probably definitely going to just keep it here for a while. At least until we get better set up. But for now this would do. So I'm just going to kind of just carve out the little hidey hole we got going on. And we're going to kind of do a 3x3 base. So I'm just drawing the outline, so you need to do the floor as well to make it it's kind of a multi-build, this thing. So for those that don't know, and you got to kind of go like that. We don't actually need to do those corners, it's just kind of irrelevant. Kind of do that, and 3 like that. So that's pretty much the smeltery so far. My bed's a bit close for comfort there, if you want me to be honest. It's getting cramped in here, isn't it? Anyway, we'll sort that out. Let's put some of these racks up here for a minute. Plonk you up there because I want you to dry. And probably, I'm just going to plonk the bed there for now. That's fine. What's in here? Not too much. That's good. So we've got all the bricks really. So all we've got to do is just carve out like the floor, and then you've got to kind of do like a border going around it. You can do these corners if you really want to, but I choose not to. Just for this is just solely for those that don't know. So you could in theory start building the components to make this multi-build work, because at the moment this doesn't work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build it up a little bit to the ceiling. Hopefully, if I've got enough blocks, hopefully I should have. I don't see why not. Like so. Yeah, we got enough. Okay, so that is the smeltery layout. That's fine. I think I will break you though, because you seem to be in the way, and I need to pick you up. Come on, chest, where are you? There you are. Okay, so not really sure where to put it, to be fair. I'll probably just plonk it in the floor, just out of the way for now. Plonk all the ores in here. Like so. And then that's pretty much that done. But we're not done. So this still needs a little bit of work. So what we're going to do is we are going to, I wonder if we can do this. Oh, we can. 1, 2, 3. Just kind of trying to neaten it up in here. And going to town with this. That'll do. That's fine. Okay. Maybe we could even put our bed in the ground. How's that gonna work for us? A little bit better, I guess. A little bit more room, maybe, possibly. Gonna put our sleeping bag up there by the wall. And right, so what we need now is to make the components. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna rely heavily on grout. So we're gonna need you, and we've got 20 sand, 20 clay, and obviously more than 20 gravel. That should give us grout, which is cool. We need to burn the grout. Now I'm just going to use saplings because I've got loads of them as fuel for now, rather than use all my coal. But hopefully that's going to be all right. And then I'm going to let that literally do its stuff. While we're waiting for that, we could make this one as the casting bench. So that makes blocks there, and if we plonk this one in the ground, this other one in the ground, this is a casting table, which is good for making ingots, tools, you name it. That's kind of cool. Or we could even do it at the front. We'll save that for later. I'm just going to plonk you in there. No specific reason why. I don't know. It just seems there's a lot of nature in here, but it's not. That's not intentional. I mean, look at all the seeds and stuff. It's not 100% intentional right now, but that's fine. So we've got the smeltery. This is what we're aiming for this episode. So we're kind of managing quite well here. And cactus is definite staying safe. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for these guys to cook up. And be right back. Okay, so we've got 10 already. So what we're going to need to do, first of all, is we're going to need to make sure we make the controller. So this is where you put everything in. So as if you were making a furnace, but with the seared bricks that we made out of the grout. And what we're going to do is we're just going to plonk you, kind of just, it doesn't matter particularly where it goes, but we're also going to need to make a tank. So we're going to need, I think we need 8 in total, and we're also going to need a bit of sand, because I think you need glass for it. So hopefully that's going to work. 7. Oh, we run out of fuel. Okay, what else have we got for fuel? Let's take some more saplings. It's not like we're hurting for them, and it's, you know, cheap fuel, I guess. So that's cool. I'm going to put this zombie flesh back up. 8. Okay, so what we'll do is take you out for a minute, and then we're going to cook you into glass. Yeah, when you put it on expert mode, it is so grindy, but it's good. It's good and it's bad. I mean, sometimes it can get a bit tedious, but at the same time, you got to work hard for some of the like stuff that gets you, like, I'd almost say borderline in OP sometimes, maybe, possibly. So you're not going to get everything in 5 minutes. You got a proper worked craft. So as you can see, I've done exactly the same to make that, but I put a bit of glass in the middle to make the seared tank. And the seared tank is basically just where we put the lava in. It takes lava, so without lava this doesn't work. Now the higher you go and the bigger your smeltery is, the more here you get, so you can go further down and further down the higher you go. So if you go to the sky, you'd go down for miles. So that's pretty cool. So, but the only trouble is we're missing lava. Now if we check out the bucket, for example, to get the lava in there, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So for this we're going to need iron plates, which isn't too bad, but let's try again. Okay, so it's only 2 bits of iron, which we have. Okay, I don't know if we've got 6, but we need a forge hammer, and yeah, we need treated sticks. Now the only way to make treated sticks is with treated wood, okay, as if you're normal wood. And the only way to make treated wood, if I can find it, is creosote oil and normal wood planks. So the only way we're going to get creosote is coke oven. So that'd be the next step. So I'd say, I think there's a mod here. Let's just check something out quick before we call it a day. I think there's a book that we can use that's really cool. Not a descriptive book, empty recipe book. I wonder what's that for. I think there was a book that we could make, and it was pretty good. Not book and quill. Printed book. Engineer's manual. All I remember is a book with like tick boxes and stuff on it. It might be way back now. We used to be able to have a book. I remember having a mod pack where you could have a book in your hand and you could like tick off your to-do lists. Oh, actually, I know what it is. I think it's a clipboard. BiblioCraft. Yeah, we kind of don't have that. Have we got feathers? We must have feathers. Have we got ink sacs? Ink sacs are not hard to get, but the paper might be. I don't think I have sugar canes just yet. I'll get that off camera. So that way we can have a clipboard, get rid of these horrible signs, because why have horrible signs when we just have a clipboard on the wall? That'd be amazing. And then we can just rewrite all this in the clipboard and done. That's a better idea. I think we should do that. I'll probably do that off camera. It's only a clipboard at the end of the day. But yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. We've had a little bit of an explore around this town. I do believe there is 2 more. I can't remember the exact location. I know roughly they're kind of here, and I think there's one way over here somewhere. I don't know. But like I say, I have played this map not in expert mode, but I played it with a couple of close friends, and I like this map a lot, and that's the reason why I've gone to this map in expert mode. But yeah, expert mode is a different ball game to what I'm playing. Like on my off-camera non-let's play kind of version of this map, non-expert mode, I've got quarries and all sorts going on right now. But now I'm to get that quarry going, it's going to be quite hard work. And if we do get quarries going, we're probably going to do little chunks at a time inside the water without taking any of the landscape out. So any water is a potential chunk that we're going to go for, which would be good fun. So that way we don't have ugly holes in the world, which would be cool. So anyway, guys, that's one step down, I guess. We've at least got the smeltery, which is cool. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time when we're going to try and work on a coke oven. I'm going to work out how much of each I need, and then that way we can get straight onto it. So I do believe it's sand and clay. So I've got to work out how many I need in total. So we'll work on that next time. So guys, thanks for watching. See you soon.